In 1900, about 1 in 10 families owned their own homes, and almost everyone else rented from private landlords. Then, successive governments made a series of reforms. Rent controls and protections against eviction were introduced. After the devastation of World War II, local authorities began large-scale house building for the first time, much of it to build the UK's first new towns. These policies made housing accessible for people to live in it, rather than to rent it out for profit. By the end of the 1960s, Britain had as many owner-occupiers as renters, and the middle-class society was born. But in the 1980s, the Thatcher government began to take housing policy in a very different direction. It deregulated the private rented sector, sold off council houses and didn't replace them with new ones, and removed controls on lending, allowing banks to create huge amounts of new money and lend it for new mortgages. It was argued that these changes would widen home ownership, and at first it did, reaching its peak in the early 2000s at over 70%. But they also meant housing was once again used as an asset for investors and owners to make money. With credit massively expanded and a fixed supply of land where people want to live, the price of land and the homes built on it have been pushed to extraordinary levels. The housing market has turned into an arms race. Ordinary people have to run even faster and go even further into debt to keep up, whilst developers, landowners and landlords make huge profits. The total amount of mortgage debt has more than tripled since 1993. Since 2002, average house prices to earnings ratios have increased from 5.11 to 8.0. And since 1995, the value of land has increased 412%. So, what's the solution? We need policies that stop treating housing as a means to make money and go back to treating it as a place for people to live. That means ending land speculation. It means stabilising the flow of lending into the housing market so it can go instead to more productive investment in the economy. It means regulating private rented housing, and it means building more genuinely affordable homes. At IPPR, we believe the government should take a much greater role to deliver a fairer, more secure and affordable housing market.